Hey everyone, welcome to 99.6 The Howl, episode 21. For the uninitiated, this is an unedited YouTube vlog discussing everything Mike Smith. The Coyotes played 3 games in the past 4 days. Friday against Winnipeg, 4-goal performance in the first period. I mean, they were down 1-0 early to the Jets, and then they come score 4 goals, unheard of from the Coyotes. Lead 4-1, go into the second period, and they just limped to the finish line. They finished that win 4-3. They really didn't generate anything after the first period, and that carried over into their next game on Saturday against Anaheim, where they lost 3-0. Couldn't generate any offense. They missed about 20 shots. They took 20 shots and missed the net 20 times. I mean, probably half of that was Michael Stone shots from the point. Eh, they were just they were disengaged in that game, and even in the Edmonton game last night, just so emotionally disengaged, not interested in the game, no hitting, no flair. It was just they're like skating through mud. Mike Smith held the fort as much as he could, making amazing saves. I mean, that Eberle save he did on him on that breakaway was just stellar, all-star performance once again from Mike Smith. It's funny how a couple years ago, even last year, people were calling his name. They wanted Mike Smith out of Arizona, and this guy's lived up to his price tag. I mean, he's been awesome. I can't remember the last time he was just abysmal. Besides that tank year earlier in the season, but the team in front of him was just as bad as him. I wonder if Mike Smith would ever waive his no movement, no trade clause at the deadline. I know some teams need some good goaltending. Ottawa, Dallas, even. I mean, Mike Smith could garner a first round pick, maybe a nice prospect. And it must be frustrating for Smith. Hopefully, for the All Star game, he gets more coverage, more eyes on him, and GMs from other teams like asking Shaka if they could maybe make a deal. Shane Doan earlier this week said it's possible he might waive his no trade clause. I think it's a year too late for Doan. He scored 28 goals last season, but this season he looks out of sorts. Maybe a change of scenery would be good for him. I wouldn't be upset if Doan left. He deserves everything. I just wonder what teams would take a chance on him. Maybe Chicago could use him, Washington, maybe even Pittsburgh, try to do a Ginla 2.0 like that time we got a Ginla, they got Murray that season. They were loaded. Unfortunately, they didn't win the cup. Coyotes, Bermistrov played his first game last night after 2 weeks of working out his working visa. He looked great. I could see him getting in trouble with Tippett because he doesn't like to dump the puck in. He likes to hold possession and gain the zone. Sometimes it causes turnovers. Sometimes it leads to offensive pressure for the Coyotes. He got an assist last night on Verbata's goal, which was nice, but nothing to rave about. I like him as a centerman. It adds more talent to the lineup, way better than Juris. I could see him playing third or fourth line center. Maybe scratch Holland for a game. Put Dauphin in. Holland's been quiet lately. He needs to find his game quick. Also, Domi. The team's missing Domi so much. I just can't wait to have Domi in the lineup. First time it'll be Domi and Perlini on the same playing on the same night. I want D'Angelo in the lineup. Michael Stone's got to go get a trade or scratch someone else. They need D'Angelo in the lineup. He provides offense, and that's what the Coyotes have been struggling to produce the past couple of weeks, even the last month. Other than that, it's great to see how the Coyotes shut down McDavid almost every time they play the Oilers, but for some reason, these no-name guys keep putting pucks in. I mean, in December, it was Letestu with 2 goals. Last night, it was that Caja guy. He scored his first NHL goal. Nuge and Hopkins scored. It was like his eighth goal this season. I mean, it's frustrating when you don't hear McDavid's name at all throughout the game, and they somehow still lose. Hopefully, Coyotes bounce back. They got a couple more games on the road, and they're home to Tampa on Saturday. I mean, other than Tampa, the Coyotes have been decimated with injuries, and that's one of the major causes of their season. Losing Smith for a month, losing Richardson for the whole season, losing Domi for 3 months. I mean, it just adds up. Hansel missing a couple games here and there. Martinuk missing 5, 6 games here and there. Just a depleted lineup for the Coyotes, and it's been a wash. Season's been a wash. I mean, I'm going to be saying this every video how it's disappointing, frustrating, but this might be the last year that they really suck. They'll get another high draft pick this offseason. Hopefully, Strom, Keller, and their draft pick make it into the lineup next season. The rookies this season will have a year under their belt. Hopefully, Duclair and Domi get cracking again. And it could turn around very quickly. We just got to be patient once again. Um, the trade deadline is going to be interesting. I could see Hansel, Stone going for sure, and maybe Smith and Doan too. Maybe they could waive their clauses and help the Coyotes gather more prospects. Maybe not even picks anymore, just like first, second year guys now who have some NHL experience to help this team roll along. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support.